the River Ribble. It was alright actually. It was pretty good, I must admit. Yeah, prior planning and preparation prevents you know what, and yeah, the weather was in our favour, so really we had a good sort of journey. There's a lot of scaremongers out there that say, oh, I nearly sunk on the River Ribble, oh, we did this, oh, this happened at Savage Brook. Well, do you know what? Don't watch them, because there is a really good video out there, and I'm going to put a link to it, of a guy who takes you through everything from prepping your boat to doing it and then coming back. I'll leave it at that. You can watch the video. I'm going to put bits on of our journey over, because I took Jacob, my nephew, with me. He came and gave me a hand. And the main things before we go into the videos are, make sure you check your engine over. Do all your checks you can do on that engine, because it's the one piece of equipment that's going to get you there. Take all the loose stuff off the roof. Get rid of everything that can be blown off. Get it stowed away. Same on the inside. Get all your loose pictures taken down. Anything that can fall over, put it away. You don't need it up. And also make sure you've got a full tank of diesel and a full tank of water. Now the water, if your engine overheats at all, you can run off the hot water through your tap, and the cold water coming through the system, where the engine warms up the water, it will help cool the engine down. But again, this guy explains it a little bit better than me. And life vests. If you're going on a tidal river, please wear a life vest, because you don't know what's going to happen. And the reason I say it's because there was a boat in our group, they didn't have life vests on, and you know, I don't care how confident you are, if something happens, other people have got to come and rescue you. And make sure, of course, you've got your anchor, and CRT skipper notes state that it should be a minimum of 30 metres of rope. Well, I've got 30 metres plus 5 metres of change, so pretty good. Other than that, I took my canopy right off on the rear canopy, got it taken right off, because we didn't want the wind blowing it back in our faces, or causing a bit of drag as we were racing along. So yeah, what else did we do? That was it really. We just got on with the journey. It was very nerve-wracking, but once you're out on the river, it's good. I would recommend it to any boater. The other thing I must say also, make sure you've got a charged mobile phone. You've got Coast Guard's number, and you should really telephone the Coast Guard prior to starting the journey and finishing the journey. You've got the CRT contact numbers, and you have also got Preston Riverway dock number, because you may have to go down into Preston. Apart from that, it's pretty good. Let's get on with the videos, and let's see what happened, eh? At this point, we're now coming up to VAE Systems, which is the red brick building. You really need to be aiming for that to get past that little lamp you can just see in the water there. To the right and to the left are sandbanks. You would be tempted to cut that corner. Don't do it. Once you've made the turn, and you look back, you'll see the Irish Sea in the distance. And now, once you start heading down, as you look towards the pylons in the far distance, you'll start to see Preston. Now as you come up to Savick Brook Turn, if you look just between the lamp on the front of the boat and the left side of the boat, you can see a very distinctive brown area. That is the entrance to Savick Brook Turn, and it is signposted by these two black and white signs at the mouth of the turn. But when you get there, make sure your boat is directly opposite before you turn. All good? Once you've entered the brook, you'll be told to moor up at that pontoon the lockkeeper was talking about, and then once all the boats are in safely, you'll move on. Well, we've made it to Savick Brook, and it's a good journey actually. One of the videos I watched, I'll have to try and find his name, very good instructional video. The Aslan lamp thing, you've really got to make sure you're conscious on that, because it's easy to cut that corner. And the same when you're coming down and you're turning off the Ribble Link onto Savick Brook, that you are literally opposite the turning when you turn, because them sand gravel banks seem to come out a bit. But we was okay, we've done it, we've made it here safe, and now the little journey up onto the Lancaster. Great pleasure to say that Narrowboat Two Little Ducks is the first narrowboat to travel up the River Douglas, the Ribble Link and Savick Brook onto the Lancaster Canal in 2025, and it's been a really good journey. I thoroughly enjoyed it, a lot of anticipation, but really good. And if you are a narrowboat and thinking of doing it, then do it. You know, there are other boats around, everybody was helping each other, and yeah, really good. And of course a special thanks to Jacob for coming along with me and just really being there in case we needed anything doing. So yeah, good journey done. But we're not finished yet. We are coming up to what is known as the staircase locks, and that really is the last part onto the Lancaster Canal. Now we have to reverse in here, which is a pain in the arse. Not good. Hold on a sec. Because it's quite tight to reverse in there, the guy in front was just trying to get his boat straightened up, and I was having to hold mine tight against the lock wall to give him a better chance of getting in. Once we were in, we were up through the first lock, and then unfortunately I can't find the picture I took. I must have deleted it, but just after that had happened and the guy reversed in, there was an almighty clunk and a thump on his boat. So we both switched our engines off to stop the propellers from turning. We knew something was down there. He went down his weed hatch and he pulled out a 4-foot piece of 4x4 that his propeller had hit and jammed up inside. Now luckily it hadn't damaged his propeller, and we don't believe it damaged his prop shaft either. But that was in the middle lock of the three, sorry, and then after that we were fine. We were up and out of the locks and off we went. But all in all, a good journey. It's one of them things that happen. You'll always come across things in the canals or the locks. But yep, recommend it to anyone. Have a go at it, and I'll see you on the next part when I'm on the Lancaster.